I just spent the past 4 weeks working on my business's new website, and now I'm wondering, in hindsight, should I have used AI? Could it have done it better? Could it have done it quicker? Today, we're going to find out. Alright, so let's start at the source. We're going into ChatGPT and we're going to just ask it to make us a website. Now, I'm going to start off by describing what kind of website I actually want it to make for me. I'm going to say, hey, can you make me this website? I've got a new business, it's called Pit Crew. This is kind of how I want the website to look, and see what it provides. Now, as you can see, the answer that it gave me isn't quite what I would call an actual website. It's a good description of one, a good outline, but I think we need to prompt it a little bit more. And to do this, I'm going to ask it to create the technical structure that all websites are made of, using things like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's see what happens. Now, from this, it doesn't look like a website. But I can tell you that this is actually code that we could potentially use to start one. You know, if I go into an online HTML editor like this one, put in the code, you're going to quickly see that this is actually kind of looking like a good template, a good bare bones structure for something that I can work with, especially if I have some technical expertise and experience and kind of making websites from scratch. I can even take this a step further and have it refine some of the code that it's provided me. For example, let's make this a responsive design so I can use it on mobile devices and tablets. You're gonna see the results are actually pretty impressive. As I move the screen along, it adjusts the size of the website. It moves different sections around in a way that I would expect it to. So overall, I would say that ChatGPT is a potentially good starting point, or even a good co-pilot through the web development process, as long as you know what you're doing and you have some experience behind you. If you prefer to take a no-code approach, well then, I think there are other options out there. Wix is arguably one of the most popular no-code platforms for creating a website out there. It's great for templates, and it has a pretty unique approach to using AI. So when you get on, it's going to have a conversation with you. It's going to ask you what kind of website you want, what kind of styles you're interested in. If you say that it's for a particular business, then it's going to ask you some follow-up questions about that business, what it is, what you're offering, etc. And at some point, it's going to give you the option to actually create the website. It's going to go through the process of generating it, and then finally, you're going to be able to see what it actually looks like and make changes along the way. Now, this approach is as user-friendly as you can get. However, it doesn't give you much control over the final product until all the AI magic is done and over with. So basically, it's going to create a template for you that you can then go and edit yourself. Is this helpful? Again, if you're taking that no-code approach, then it is a perfect starting point. As long as you remember that I'd say 80% of the work that is left to do is going to be up to you and the features that Wix provides. Squarespace is another insanely popular option for building a website through templates. Their approach to AI is actually pretty unique because they give you more control during the first steps of the process. They're going to ask you what kind of website you want and which features you want to put on it. And then they're going to give you a choice. You can either use one of the pre-built templates that they offer, or you can have AI generate you a template. And if you go with this option, it's going to ask a few more questions. What's the theme and feel of the website that you're looking for? What do you want on the homepage? What other pages do you want? And finally, what colors and fonts do you want to use throughout the website? Now, once you've made all these selections and you press the magic button, you're going to have a unique template that you can edit just like any other Squarespace template. Now, it's the selection process that I love about their approach. You get more choices up front, so you have less to do later on. That said, though, there's still going to be work to be done after the fact, meaning just like many of the other no-code options out there that are using AI, you're going to have a lot more editing to do before you have the final product that is your website. So what do you think? Does AI live up to the automation hype? In this case, probably not. It's not going to give you a fully functional website you can publish tomorrow. But it can be useful at different points in the development process, especially at the beginning. all three platforms can give you a template that you can work from, regardless if you prefer a code or no code approach. And if you are comfortable with a code approach, then it can actually work with you and assist you as you progress. So I would say think of AI as a collaborative partner when you're designing a website. It's there to enhance your process, but it's not going to be taking it over anytime soon.